Um, we ran into them in Arizona, I think. We had a concert in Arizona, and we was booked on the same show, and we pulled up to the concert, and we was back in the back of the venue, the back way entrance, and it's like we got out the cars at the same time, and we walked up to each other, and it was a mutual respect, man. That's all I could say. It was they looked at us, and we looked at them, and it was a mutual respect, and we start talking. It's on film. We had put it on our Outlaws Worldwide DVD that we had dropped, and I don't know, it was just a natural thing where it was just like enough's enough. Pac dead, Biggie dead, like what we about to do. So we saw Mobb Deep. It was a mutual respect, and that's what it was. We were staying in the same hotel and it was what it was. And then ChinoXL, we ran into him at a club somewhere. I remember he just walked up to us, and he basically started apologizing for, the line, whatever he said that, um, got Pac on the other side of him. He apologized, and he was like, yo, it's nothing but love, you know what I mean? I remember chopping up with him like, you from Jersey, you know what I mean? I'm from Jersey, whatever it was. And my first time ever meeting Chino's crazy part is I'm talking about like immediately after that, maybe like 2 months after that, right? We staying at the Oakwood Apartments. We had a spot over there in Toluca Lake. This was like one of the first spots Pac had got us. But later on, we wound up going back there too. We just liked it over there, just have a little spot over there. And we coming down the hallway one day, and we see Chino walking with his girl. We're like, yo, what's up? My second time seeing him. He like, yo, I stay right down the hallway. It was the Oak was like corporate apartments where you could just stay there for 1 month. It's already furnished, and a lot of actors and stayed there. It's like right in the area where I think like the Warner Brothers studio or something. So like all these models and actors and stayed up in the Oakwoods and But yeah, so Chino, he actually lived. He stayed down the hallway from us after we met him, man. You know what I mean? Yep. So we used to see him and him and his girl and his kid, and they stayed in the apartment like 3 doors down from us, man. This was like probably 2 months after we met him, so it was a good thing we met him that night. And he was a genuine dude, man. He was cool as So that's what it be. It's like if it ain't no problem, it ain't no fucking problem. They just want you to have a problem. Like, man, that's silly, man.
I remember some years ago, what was the situation with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I heard they block you out from performing. Like, what's the backstory behind that?
It's things we've been experiencing our whole career, man. People trying to, what's the word for it? I don't know. I know Tretch. So twice he reached out to us in a big moment. Over these years, man, I done seen so many big rappers perform Hail Mary. Like they added to their show. I'm talking about so many of them. And Tretch is the only one. None of them guys ever reached out and say, you know what, I'm gonna do a real tribute, man, and bring the Outlaws out. The song edit for Hail Mary it's 2 minutes. Pop first verse, the hook, Outlaws, boom. Crazy, right? We've been performing this song all across the fucking world for the last 20, 30 goddamn years. How long we've been doing this, man. But Tretch is the only one who in a big moment reached out to us like that. So Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So when they do these award shows sometimes and do tributes, they just want to just get random people to do it, random other celebrities to perform for the tributes. And they called Tretch and said, we want you to do Hail Mary. And Tretch said, I'm not doing it without the Outlaws. I need the Outlaws there. And he'd reached out to us like the day before. I got on the flight, and it was like snowing. It was real bad weather, and I had a wound up having to have a layover in Baltimore, and the connecting flight, it was pushed back. I had to stay the night. Called him, yo, I can't even make it to the Edie wound up making it. He went to the practice with Tretch, and he got a call later, and they told Tretch that if Idi Amin goes on stage with him to perform Hail Mary, a Tupac and the Outlaw song, that they was gonna cut his performance. You know what I mean? Ain't that some shit? Yeah, inducted Tupac into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And Idi Amin, Idi Amin is the first outlaw that Tupac said, "Oh yeah, this is it." Idi before Castro and Gaddafi was, Pac was making sure Edie was getting ready because he was having him up next, man. Since they was little kids, man, that was disgusting. That they told Edie he can't fucking go on stage to perform our own goddamn song, inducting him Pac into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's want a more popular face instead of, his real fucking brothers in real life who's legendary as shit,
Very disgusting, man.
super fucking disgusting, So that's what happened with that. And the other time Tretch reached out to us was the 20-year anniversary of the MTV Awards. And our manager at the time, Steve Lobel, called us and he was like, yo, Naughty wants y'all, they wanted to do a Pac tribute. And again, they wanted Naughty to do it. And again, Tretch and Naughty said, the Outlaws need to be there, man. What is this? He reached out, yo, they want to do Salt and Pepper on stage, Run DMC, Busta Rhymes, Salt and Pepper, Run DMC, Busta Rhymes, Naughty by Nature, and they said P. Diddy was gonna be on stage. Steve Lobel had a, big sit down with us. We had just released the album. Pac dead, Biggie dead, Gaddafi dead, all this shit. And he was like, he convinced us, like, I love y'all. Y'all good niggas, real niggas, humble niggas, family guys. Y'all deserve to be on big fucking platforms, man. Y'all the Outlaws. Like, he basically begged us, go participate in this shit. It's the MTV 20-year anniversary. All these legends on stage. Y'all gonna honor Pac. This ain't about P. Diddy being on the other side of the fucking stage. This about y'all honoring y'all brother, man. And he was right, And we get there, and this is, like I said, it was Tretch who actually, reached out for us to do this. And we was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it, man. Like, fuck all that other shit. Like, we not savages. We not fucking animals. Like, yeah, we could, for if this could make a bunch of motherfuckers watching us save a few lives, or, whatever, inspire some motherfuckers, yes, let's do it. We all agreed we was gonna do it. And that was the only thing that was fucked up to me, because we promised Tretch and them that, we was going to show up and do this and honor Pac, and it didn't happen. Moo was drinking, and we on stage. It was a practice early, mind you, earlier Puffy, he was walking around. He wanted to talk to us, but we didn't want to talk to him. He wound up talking to Big Syke though. So Big Syke from Thug Life was with us, and him and Puffy probably was around each other in the early days when Pac was around them dudes. You know what I'm saying? And so Puffy walked up to Big Syke and they stepped to the side and they had a conversation. But we ain't had nothing to say. We didn't want to talk to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so he was doing his part. And then Puffy was almost done with the song, and Moo walked up and kind of like grabbed the mic, like the song was over. It was our time to go. He ain't walk up like you give me the fucking mic, but walked up like, Puff kind of took offense to that, like, hold on, Playboy. Next thing you know, all these fucking ninjas jumped on stage and shit, and security, all these motherfuckers and shit. We're like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? And yeah, so little melee. They wind up, we wind up getting escorted out, trying to see if we're gonna be able to come back later to perform, but we ended up not being able to perform that night,